Hey everybody, it's Jake Mace, the vegan athlete. Welcome to my neighborhood, my front yard garden. We've got lots of edibles growing here, including the moringa, which are totally putting off their drumstick bean pods. But today, I got this bowl and I got this pair of clippers. Let me show you guys what's on the agenda for today. Stick with me, let's go. We're in the backyard now, and I started gardening about 5 years ago here at my house in the Phoenix area, and I really wanted to have a food forest, and we're starting to see glimpses of that food forest take shape now 5 years later. So when you guys are in your first year, second year, third year of your edible landscape in your front and your backyard, stick with it, man. Have some consistency, have fun, enjoy the process, and enjoy the little successes you have along the way, because those little successes, you got to celebrate them because it keeps you motivated and pumped up for the big successes later. This guy's one of my big successes. He's a fig tree that my friend David gave me, just a stick in the ground. It was a branch off one of his friend's trees. I put the branch in the ground. 5 years later, boom, fig tree. And if you guys can see how many figs are on this, look at this branch right here. There's a ton of figs that are not ready and a lot that are. So they ripen at different times. And I don't know what this is. It could be a Cadota fig. It could be a green honey fig. I would just call it a Jake Mace backyard fig. Okay, so you can see how these guys are not ready yet, these small green guys. And the big yellow ones used to be small and green about a couple weeks ago. And now they're ready. So if I feel around, I feel for softness. And this one looks pretty soft. And so if I take it and kind of pinch it and open it up, you'll see on the inside it looks like that. You guys can see how it's all kind of caramelized and sugary and sweet looking and delicious. And I'll tell you guys how it tastes right now. So good. Figs have some of the highest amounts of fiber of any other fruit, and they're delicious at the same time. And in the stores, you normally only find like Turkish or black figs that are dehydrated. Fresh is much better. All right. I'm gonna just meditate on that for a second. All right, I'm gonna pick out these guys. I got this bowl and my clippers. Half the bowl is gonna be figs and the other half's gonna be something else. So stick with me for about 30 more seconds. Figs first, coming up. The next item, I can't wait to show you guys how much I harvest. Hey, a few important things I want to share with you guys about my gardening experience. Number one, I was really disheartened. The first year this guy produced like a couple figs, 2 or 3 figs. I was all excited, but they never actually ripened. And so year one, it was like practicing. It was like in the gym, Rocky montage trying to train, but it actually wasn't a very good fig producer yet. Second year, I was about 20 of those little tiny figs. Only about 2 or 3 actually ripened, and they were delicious. They were the best thing I ever ate before because I grew it. You know what I mean? Year 3, there was more. 4, there was more. And now year 5, there's a whole bunch. This is the first year that I only picked about this many just now because I couldn't reach the top. I need a ladder for the first time this year. I may even have to start pruning this tree so the fruit's more reachable because there's some great figs up there that are out of my reach. That's a good problem to have. I love that. Next, I want to show you guys how I water these guys. I installed some of these bubblers called a mushroom bubbler, and about once a week or so, when it's really hot and dry, maybe twice a week, they turn on and they flood the entire root zone for about 10 or 15 minutes. And when I'm done, I just twist them off and they turn off. So installing an irrigation system like this was something I put off for the first 3 years. I wasn't willing to put in the work. When I finally did, it's really paid off in spades because it waters the trees much better and it saves me a whole bunch of time. And lastly here, I don't have to pick all the figs. So you guys see I got about 20 or 30 figs on there right now, and they're all delicious. Make sure that you always share some with the camera lady. Here you go, camera lady. And I left a lot of them up on the tree because I don't need them all right now. Let them stay on the tree and ripen on the tree. The birds don't touch these figs for the most part because right next to us over here is the outdoor cat enclosure I built. And this is an outdoor cat atrium that the cats can go from the house through tubes outside. They can jump on different levels, get some sun and some fresh air, and their litter boxes stay outside. So the cats are the bodyguards to the figs because the birds don't want to be that close to these feline little monsters. Let me go show you guys the second fruit we're gonna pick today because these figs need a companion.